How are you doing? How are you doing?
Just fine. Yeah, thank you.
So you've been on tour with Ailstorm for quite a while now. What's it been? What's the experience been like?
Great so far. A lot of sold-out shows, and it's gone better than I expected, at least.
Yeah. Well, I think we expected a little bit more drunkenness from Ailstorm. They have been quite calm.
A bit more resigned this time.
Yeah.
So you're on tour with, for Coat of Arms, your last album. How has that album been received compared to the last ones?
Hard to say, because we're on a bigger label now, so people can get it more easily. But I think people like the new stuff as well as the old stuff.
Yeah, I think it's been a mix. I mean, there's a lot of new fans that discovered us with this album. So for them, I think that's the favorite. But it's also older fans like the older record more. But overall, everybody seems to like it.
Now, you did just mention that you're signed now to Nuclear Blast, which your last tour in the UK, it was kind of like a secret that you just signed to Nuclear Blast. They're obviously a bigger label. What can they do for you as such a big label?
Well, they can make sure that people can buy our CDs.
Yeah.
It's like our old label was hopeless. It's like could only get it in Sweden, kind of, and some, I don't know, import shops. So,
and they, of course, they have a bigger distribution and so on. So, well, it's a huge difference.
So you've just re-released your Rearmed 4 albums. Tell us the thinking behind that.
Well, it's mainly because the older albums were hard to buy for not Swedish people, so that's why we re-released them. So make sure that everybody who wants it can get one copy of it.
Okay. Now, I've seen the band play, in this country and also France and Germany, and I think the audiences in this country are a lot crazier for the band than other countries. I mean, do you see that as well?
Yeah, the crowd in the UK is really nuts, but in a good way. So yeah.
I mean, why do you think that is then? Do you think it's like the themes of the songs or something?
No, I think the metal crowd here in UK is more crazier overall, not depending on what band's on stage. I don't know, the mentality, I don't know.
So you're a band that tour a lot. What is it like being on tour for such long periods of time?
Well, it's fun, of course. I mean, I think everyone of us likes to be out on the road. But of course, you miss home sometimes. But you always get home, so.
The band has had a very stable lineup since Prima Victoria. So, is there any special key or relationship within the band that keeps you all together? What is the key to that?
Hard to say, but we playing together for a long time before our first album, so, and we all live in the same area in Sweden. I don't know why we still are friends. I don't have a good answer to that.
Okay.
Really.
Well, we enjoy each other.
Yeah, we have fun.
But sometimes we also fight. But you have to get along.
Yeah.
I remember, back in 2005 when Prima Victoria did come out, and I remember the first time I saw you, you all sort of standing around the merch desk, trying to get people to listen to your stuff and everything. 5 years on, how we are now, could you have imagined where you are now?
No, not really, no.
No, I mean, some venues that we did with Dragon Force, the first tour we went on, of course you dreamt of doing that one as a headliner by yourself, but I think never could have dreamed of that we were so do it by our own and have a sold out show there. So yeah, you are a bit surprised now.
Yeah.
But of course, we've always been aiming high.
Where are you aiming now then? What would you like? What would your next conquest be?
Arenas.
For sure, but we see what happens.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll happen?
No, really hard to see that, but of course, that's where we're aiming.
So, looking back then, do you think the sound of the band has developed or evolved in a way?
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, we know the difference, but I don't think the audience see it as much as we do.
No.
But I mean, compared to Prima Victoria, I think the two latest albums are more heavier, at least for me, in the production and so on.
So, have you ever considered trying out for the Eurovision Song Contest?
No.
Actually, we've been offered 2 times to do it.
Or 3 times.
Yeah, but no, at least it's not the right time.
We don't want to spoil our careers. So.
As other bands have done.
Yeah.
Will remain nameless.
Yeah.
So, are you thinking about a new album, or will that come soon? Or?
I think Joachim's got some ideas, but we're not thinking about a new album for the moment. We've got a lot of touring to do yet, so.
Yeah, I think, next autumn is probably the earliest
Yeah.
to do something, but we don't know if there's a tour coming up. The album is gonna have to wait.
Do you think does a live album or a DVD grab you or anything? Would you like to do that?
Yeah, the plans are there, and we had one recorded, but when we changed the record label now, so that DVD is not in focus right now. But we'll see what happens with that one. And of course, we're recording a lot on this tour as well, so something is coming up at least.
So how long does it take to go from not having an album to having an album, the writing and producing it and releasing it? How long does all of that take?
Recording is like 1 month, and then some mixing and mastering and stuff like that. I don't know how long Joachim is taking for writing, but maybe a couple of months or so.
Yeah, I mean, for some songs he can write them in 1 day, and some songs he's been working for a long time. So it depends on every song and which inspiration he has and so on.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit hard to say, but and for some bands they record an album in 1 week, but that is a little too short
Yeah.
time to do it really. But then when the record is done, I think for to prepare the release of it, it takes like at least 2 or 3 months
Yeah,
to do it.
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just to release it, it's a lot behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so for the foreseeable future, it's just tour for Sabaton then. So, well, thank you for your time, and do you have any last words for the people of Metal Storm?
Well, if you're not coming tonight, come next time.
Yeah.